pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Here's Reed returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Herbert throwing again. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Chargers.
Herbert on first down now. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 1st and goal from the 6. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Block. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Reed. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. These two teams all tied after one.
We're tied 7-7.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A 10-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In punt formation.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lindsey. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
The tackle by
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Block now to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37.
That's good.
A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 57 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Here's Mostert, toss left side, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's a game.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Here's Reed returning. And able to get this out to the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And 7.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Sam Martin.
On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Desmond King back deep. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Setting up to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end.
Brandon McManus.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Reed. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
6-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll pitch it. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now, let's go now. 50, clear. Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end to the left. Hey. Yep. Mark 50. Hey, that QB's trapped. High 7, let's go. 50.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
At their 48-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this will be incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Flushed out right. Open man, it's Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. First and 10. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
Keenan Allen. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Broncos 17. Chargers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackled by Chris Harris, who, of course, used to play for these Broncos. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Block working out of the gun. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now this time Locke will throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
For the Bronco field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good.
On 7, as they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Joe Reed on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Davis now to return it. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. This is Mostert, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The tackle by
the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Joe Reed, 81 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
The 14-yard line.
For victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those